dimes and a token.
Dear Mary Grocery.
Welcome back. Another episode of Two Dimes and a Token. I'm your host, Brucknasty. And to my right here, we have Kanyeezy.
You know what time it is.
What up, what up? Welcome to this episode. This is a special Christmas edition. Got a few announcements that we're going to be putting out today. Also, want to be letting people know what's in store. And just kind of a few topics for the Christmas time, right? This is such a wonderful time.
Wonderful time.
As you
My
see,
favorite time of the year.
Bob Ross,
The man.
have a great Merry Christmas.
The man.
So we'll kind of get started. First thing we want to do is we definitely want to give a huge shout out to everybody that gave or was able to donate to the Angel Tree program. Very successful gig we did. We didn't hit our goal, but at the same time, we had a short amount of time that we were able to do it when the partnership came really late. But we were able to get enough donations to where they actually had a party. All the kids came together, and we were able to provide food for all the kids at the party. So it's like cookout type food and things like that.
Anything that you can do to make this season better for kids, it goes without saying. That's what it's for. Like,
That was good shit.
As adults, we don't really care about holidays as much as they do. They like
adults,
they believe in Santa and all those guys.
Exactly.
I'm Santa.
So
son, if you're watching,
Santa.
I'm Santa.
I'm the Grinch today. So once again, want to give a big shout out to everybody that was able to donate. Thank you guys so much. We really appreciate you. I know it was a short amount of time for anybody that got behind us, but thank you again so much. And as we move forward, you guys are going to see we're changing up. We're going to switch our content a little bit. So we've been going every 2 weeks and kind of giving you part one and part two of a story, but we're going to switch. Now we are going in the new year. We're going to start going weekly. So you'll see still amazing guests that we'll have on, but we're also going to dive a little bit deeper into our opinions and have a little bit more one-on-ones with the dimes and tokens. And unfortunately, our token is not here today. Unfortunately.
I have a drink to that.
Drink to that.
And then you got to tap it down.
But we also are going to be introducing some new segments as we move forward. With every single podcast we do, we're going to introduce a drink of the pod. And starting with this one, we have Casamigos Tequila,
as you can see,
that we are sipping on this evening. And hopefully you have something good for yourself while you're listening to that bottle. So that's fantastic stuff. So if you haven't tried it, I definitely suggest you give it a try. It's nice and smooth as it goes down. Gives you a little bit of burn, but it's absolutely fantastic.
I think it's perfect for the holiday season.
It is perfect for the holiday season. And we should pour that in a little bit of eggnog.
Yes.
That's that good shit. So diving into our next piece, we also want to give you a little bit of insight. We have some amazing guests that are coming up for the new year.
Yes.
I think right now when you guys see this, tune in next week. You're going to see part two of Sid Jarrett coming out. Like I said, he's owner and operator of a Ford dealership, and I know you guys got a little introduction to part one. You definitely want to tune into part two.
Go check out Big Sid, man.
Yeah, come check out Big Sid. Listen, he's one of the greatest human beings I've ever known. So awesome mind to chat with, awesome guy to sit down and have a beer with. So phenomenal dude.
Yes.
But after that, we have an awesome podcast that we did. We shot on site at a tattoo shop.
Yes.
Sacred Arts Tattoo in Bradenton. Big shout out. Best tattoo shop in the world.
I know we always say this, but I feel like we're just branching on with like the best people that you can possibly branch on with. I mean, you see the artwork. He's not really showing it.
Oh, yeah. I can't show it today.
It's killing it, but understand, like, they take attention to detail. They're amazing.
Attention to detail to a whole new level. And we actually got to sit down with the owners of the shop, Mike and Matt.
Yes.
It was a good podcast. It's probably, I think it's like 2 hours.
One of my favorites. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yes, it was. It was an awesome story. So in that, you guys actually get to see my brother shows off some of his prison tattoos that he got.
Yeah.
Compares it to some of the artwork there, which is pretty good. But he said, and Mike even said it wasn't that bad though.
Yeah. I mean, he has to say that.
He said his shit looked pretty good.
He was being nice.
But I mean,
no.
he did pay Soups.
Okay.
He says it in the pod. The way he paid for it was with soups.
Yeah, I mean
that's fantastic.
He got a soup worth. He got a soup
so.
worth.
After that, and you guys are definitely going to want to tune in for that because they tell us the whole story of how they got started. They tell us how they kind of got started a little bit of high school, and then they ventured off and going through the years and how they came to buy the shop.
Don't tell them what they got.
We're not going to tell them everything.
Just enjoy it.
But
man.
then tune in. After that, we have our first female guest on the pod, Miss Jaji, right? An awesome social influencer and model.
Yes.
And we got to get her story and a couple of her opinions about that type of industry and stuff. So that was a very interesting conversation. So you'll definitely want to tune in. And then after that, next lineup, we have a couple of guys that own some gyms. We have Matt Wilson. He flew in from Baltimore.
Yes.
See that?
Matt made me wear a different shirt. Let's just say
yes.
That. He made me wear a different shirt. I've been wearing long sleeves ever since.
You guys see Matt, he's fucking swole.
Yes.
He's humongous. So he came in from Baltimore. He was actually doing a show, and he decided to make the trip over to come chill with us and kind of spread a little bit of his words and some of the things, some of his opinions and stuff, which was great.
He's the number one trainer in Baltimore.
Yes. So. While we were sitting in the pod with him, he got the news. He had been voted number one trainer in Baltimore for the 4th year in a row.
Yeah, it speaks for itself.
That speaks for itself. That's fucking awesome.
I'm trying to tell you, we've come across the most amazing, fascinating people.
I know.
It's that really have yet to let the world embark on their stories.
As I say, it is kind of a blessing. We're, we know great people. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Go us.
Keep it going. 2023.
And then another one we have lined up after that. We still have more to go, but the one you'll have, I think, coming out in February or March will be Big Surge.
Big Surge.
And Big Surge. He owns his own gym in Fort Myers. And we got to shoot on site in his gym, and he actually gave Keon a little bit of a workout. It was actually pretty dope. I would have contributed, but somebody had to film it.
Yeah, somebody had to record.
Yeah, of course.
I was there dying. It's gonna look like I was just fine. Letting you guys know that Surge is a monster.
But this guy also, I can't say enough about Big Surge because he had already said he'd seen 3 of the 7 wonders of the world. Yeah. Tells stories about how he got started, and he's literally traveled the entire world. And the dude's he's not even 30. He's not even 35. I think, or he might be 35.
Might be 35.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
just hearing Surge's story, seeing where he came from. Mr. Coming to my room, only he'll know what that means.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, seeing him grow from a young adult to
that didn't sound good.
The man he is now. It's bad decisions. we all talk about our bad decisions.
There we go.
So that's
awesome. So again, guys, we have a lot in store as far as the guests, and so kind of diving into a little bit of today's topic. One of the things that really pissed me off, I'm gonna be real with you, was I got to go back to Baker Mayfield.
Okay,
I got to go back to Baker Mayfield. I mean, anybody that watches this, if you care about sports or you watch football, as you guys know, we've said it several times. We're big into football on this podcast. We'll probably end up talking about it a little bit more, but yeah, pretty much. Baker Mayfield got a whole bunch of kudos for game winning drive, and then what happened? He went out on Monday. And
you're not Superman. Can't be.
Don't give me that bullshit about
every
Superman,
day,
bro.
You never seen Baker Mayfield and Clark Kent in the same room. I feel like he's Superman. He's the new. You got to give Baker more of an opportunity. He's learning an offense, Sean McVay offense. Like, that's hard to dissect.
I get where you're coming from, but I'm gonna have to divert and disagree with you on this.
It's just because he didn't do what we thought he would do. He didn't live up to the hype in Carolina.
No, he didn't live up to the hype. Maybe that's why I'm a little bit prejudiced.
Yes.
So maybe, I don't know, maybe it's a little selfish of me to say this, but honestly, if you take a look at the way Baker Mayfield plays football, it looks like a pissed off Target employee.
Listen, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with you saying that. I hope Baker finds his way to come down to Tampa. When Tom, hangs it up, I think he has enough weapons to be dangerous.
Oh yeah, he's got plenty of weapons to be dangerous,
and that's all you need.
Right now, it looks like Tom Brady needs some help.
Yeah, he can't do it all by himself. Tom's going through a little.
Yeah,
he's a 45-year-old man, like he says. He's going through some shit.
Yeah, he is going through some shit. So that was one thing I had to get off my chest. Again, this won't be consumed by all football, but I'll be honest. I was a little pissed off. He got a lot of kudos for a drive that he didn't really conjure.
What do you mean?
He had 2 pass interference and he 2 pass interference flags and he threw a fucking interception.
I mean,
he had one good throw. He threw a 50-50 ball where the receiver had to go and get it.
That's all you ask for as a receiver.
Oh
Big Surge
God.
will contest to that. Just give me an opportunity. Just give me a chance and let me do what I do best. Any wide receiver watching wants that opportunity. Don't throw it to me while I'm open. I'm always open.
It's great. You know what else? I hear the same thing. Like, give me a chance. My 8-year-old looks at me every single time and says, "Hey, Dad, let me carry a glass of milk, in an actual glass all the way to the fucking kitchen table." No. I mean, it's the same thing. You're going to fuck it up.
I'm loving the attempt, though. I'm loving the effort.
Jesus.
Most people wouldn't do it. I'm a Baker fan. I'm going to always be.
I like how you just try to be positive.
He came in with Lamar. Like, he made that a division.
Yeah, and one of them won an MVP trophy, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, it's what happens in Baltimore.
Yeah,
that's all.
what happens.
It's like
in
what happens in
Baltimore.
Vegas.
How could I possibly forget?
Stays in Vegas.
So,
by the way, sign that man. Sign Lamar.
yeah, you need to pay that guy.
Yeah, pay that guy.
I swear to God, if they don't pay him,
if
bro,
we don't see it,
I would love for Carolina to pick him up. So
that's not happening.
let's divert. So we are here for Christmas spirit.
Yes,
we're here
yes.
for a Christmas special episode.
Yes.
That we're bringing to you guys. So we have a few questions lined up that we're going to ask Kanyeezy real quick, and then it'll probably revert back to me. But hey, Kanyeezy, what is the greatest Christmas story that you have to tell the people?
I was a little prepped for this question. So
Yeah.
It's easy for me. My greatest Christmas memory was like, no matter what, if I come from a family full of athletes, so everyone's always doing something different. At each point of the year. But during the holidays, everything has to tamper down and everybody comes together. Even if this person has a game or this person has something that they have to do that's way more important, we all spun the holidays together. And you're not going to get a gift at every house you go at. But the mere fact that you can bring your family together is astounding, because every year we didn't bring the same group together. So I remember just going in and spending the holidays with my cousins, beating them in Madden. I feel like those are the best times. I mean, shout out to, all those guys that took the L. It's just the little people. But that's
everybody did see the promo of you throwing a Cooper Cup this week.
Listen. We're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about that. Cooper Cup. I mean, he's hurt.
That shit was hilarious.
He's hurt.
You turned right over and said when shit goes wrong.
He's hurt. He's hurt. The game knew that.
Listen, it happens to the best.
Especially, and I didn't have Baker out there. I had Sam Bradford.
So you would say just gathering with family,
and just enjoying that. I mean, before everything got big or small, like just enjoying the time with those in which you care about the most.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know what? I think I should follow up with that. So my greatest Christmas memory was actually a glorious moment. It was so funny. For a little bit of time I lived in Michigan, right? It was cold as shit. And we used to spend a lot of time at for instance, we called it Joe Fred's house, right? And we were over there. I'm pretty sure this is a little bit past Christmas. I think it was like a New Year's party, but this was absolutely hilarious. So I have a cousin named David, and my brother and him got into an argument. They were going back and forth. When you're like 11 and 12 years old, you really think that you're a Navy SEAL at insults. You have no idea, right? So they're saying the dumbest shit. Like, hey, you eat your own boogers, all that shit. And in the middle of this argument, right, my brother straight up cocked back, I'm talking movie theater style, and kicked him right in the gonads. And dropped him immediately.
Sounds
right?
like something Chris would do.
And everyone at the party was like, oh shit, right? It got hype. Everyone was like, oh fuck, I can't believe he did it, right? So that would probably be the funniest memory that I have of Christmas. It was hilarious in the moment. I don't know, some people are probably out there cringing right now, but I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, who wants to get hit in the crab nuggets?
I'm just saying.
Shout out to Chris for taking the easy route.
Yeah, he really did.
Yeah,
Way to go. That's actually our token that did that.
Yeah, the token.
The token really did.
Now you got to tell me what was the worst Christmas you had?
The worst Christmas? Gosh, I don't remember. Does anybody actually have a bad story from Christmas? I mean, obviously there's some people. Well, I can't say that.
I mean,
There's some people that have bad
I
stories.
told you.
Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, you got a good one.
Yeah, I grew up.
No, I think, God, that's such a great question. You know what? Why don't you go in front of me? Because I gotta think about that. I really gotta think about that.
So I want everyone to know that I'm not salty about this at all. First and foremost, it was just my rite of passage. So my worst Christmas, I got this Ninja Turtle bike. I've been wanting this all year, and you know when you want that bike and you finally get it, I take it out front, take pictures with my my neighbors and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Then I take it to the park. You know, shout out to Buccaneer Park. I grew up going there.
Yeah.
So I bring my bike and I put it out
That's in
front.
Miami.
Yeah, in Miami. What'd you expect? So
It's in the hood.
yeah, I go there. I drop the bike off. I run inside to tell the kids that are inside the park that I got my bike.
Yeah.
And the moment I come outside, I don't see my bike anymore. Bike is gone. So, I'm like a kid. I'm frantic. I'm running around the park, trying to see who has my bike and how I can knock them off of it so I can get my bike back. Never got it. Never got it back. And the guy outside was like, "You really left your bike unchained at the park.
How old were you?
You'll never see this again." I was like 9, you know what I mean? But I never seen that bike again. He was like,
Yeah.
you're gonna think that you're gonna come across it, maybe bikes that are spray painted, but then you're never gonna see that bike
Yeah.
again.
I feel like 9-year-old, especially if you are living in the hood, that's when it really hits you hard.
Yeah. I mean, that was like my worst moment. Worst Christmas, to this day, I don't think I had a bad Christmas like that. Because I had to walk home.
Did it have all the Ninja Turtles on it? Or was
Yeah,
it just
all
like
of
one?
them. You know, Michelangelo was in the front, man. Like, the coolest one.
With the pizza?
Yeah, with the pizza. And all of a sudden, I don't even see that. How do you steal a kid's bike? That's got to be the word. It's a kid's bike. That's not even like remotely of adult bike. Ninja Turtle, and they took it.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. I feel for you on that.
Yeah. It's all right.
I mean, the Ninja Turtle bike, I mean, that's kind of what we all aspire for.
Yeah.
Take a drink. Swallow your Swallow your sorrows.
So I gave you time.
Now you gave me time. All right, so I got to think. Oh, man. I think the worst one. You know what? I got to say, it was probably when I was in Michigan again.
Michigan doesn't bring back, it sounds like a good roller coaster of emotions.
There's a lot of a roller coaster of emotions when I lived in Michigan. It was cold as shit all the time. Like even in summer, 80. It's way different from Florida. Florida sucks.
Yeah. Well, Florida's amazing. Amazing.
No, I'm going to shit on Florida all day. It's hot as fuck all the time.
Yeah, year round.
But I will say probably the worst Christmas story ever for me probably would have been time I must have been like 12, and we were all opening up presents on Christmas morning. And oh no, I got it. Okay, here we go. So there was a time when I was a kid, I was a little bastard. I'm going to tell you up front, all of you. But I still have a mouth, but I used to talk back to everybody, and I'm pretty sure anybody that has seen me from back in the day probably knows like I was a fucking handful, man. And I should probably apologize to a lot of those people out there.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah, like fuck, my bad. But I remember there was an argument that got started because my grandmother, bless her soul, she was an absolutely wonderful lady. She was over at my house. She was trying to help her daughter, my mother, do some cleaning up, and it was right around Christmas time, so it may have been a couple days before or something. But I remember I was a kid. I was in a bad mood. I started mouthing off to my mom. Oh man, it was terrible. I said the wrong thing at the wrong time, and your boy got cocked back and slapped right in the face by my grandmother. It was terrible. And I will tell you 100%, she's an absolutely lovely woman, and I 100% deserved it.
Okay.
There's no doubt.
Okay.
I said some raw shit. Yeah.
I mean, at 12-year-old Bruck, no,
yeah.
we wouldn't suspect that at all. You were.
Could you imagine how I send emails now?
Yeah. I mean, that goes without saying.
Yes.
That's one of those. Yeah. I mean, we don't even want to go in that realm. Just
what a great Christmas.
Christmas is so. Now that we talked about your worst Christmas,
yeah,
and we talked about what they can look forward to.
Yeah.
Tell me, we want to wrap this up and make it real smooth. Want you guys to get back to your regular televised program. Make sure you like and subscribe us. But to sum it all up, this Christmas, the end of 2020, the beginning of 2023, This is
End of 2022.
2022.
Yeah,
I'm talking about, this is a time in which you're going to grow. In a different aspect. What can we hold you accountable to next year, a year from today? What would change the most about who you are?
Oh shit, that's a great question. That takes a lot of self-reflection.
That's what we're here
God,
for.
I mean, that's a great question.
This is a
So
dime.
honestly, I would have to say the biggest thing I need to work on for 2023 was probably be patience. Patience, probably number one, because anybody who knows me is I'm very adamant, but I'm I'm a very driven individual, but sometimes I push the envelope a little bit, piss a few people off, say the wrong thing, all because of frustrations, because I'm either not getting to the direction that I want to get fast enough or whatever it may be. But I would have to say patience. And in 2023, when we do another Christmas special next year, your boy is going to be a little bit better at patience, right? I'm going to be a little bit more understanding of people, not so judgmental. Not, in other words, just overall not be a piece of shit.
Oh, okay.
I think that'll really help.
But the world needs assholes, bro. They don't need.
Yeah, it is.
Guys.
But either way, you should still have patience, and you should still have more of a caring mindset, and really be more understanding, rather than jump into being an asshole. Yeah. So I think that would probably be the number one thing I would have to work on for 2023. So, and I plan on doing it, and I'm going to get better at it, baby.
Okay. I would tell you my goal for 2023 is to put pressure on everybody in every aspect of life. When it comes to us working together, I've never said this before, but I want to put pressure on you in that regard. Shit. In every aspect of it, just pushing each and every person around me. Yeah. You're going to have to come a little bit harder next year in order to, eat at the same table.
Oh shit.
It's not a sign of, me calling anyone out. I'm saying that if you have the ability to be around me next year, I hope that I encourage you to be the best version of you, because that's what I'm demanding of me. So I wanted to sum everything up. I know we always get to a serious point, and I don't want to get too serious, but I always want you guys to understand that in order for us to be different, we have to encourage each other. We have to be the rabbits that we don't always see in order to, just
that's
keep
accurate.
The ball going.
You got to evolve, and as you're going to evolve, you're going to challenge other people.
Yes,
especially in your work environment and in personal life, to be a little bit better.
Yes,
I like that shit, Keon.
Yeah. I try my best.
Damn,
I try my
shit,
best.
my man brought it today. You see that shit? I need to step on my game. And so now we need to but now we're gonna divert into the next segments that you guys are gonna see. From now on, moving forward into the podcast, and we've already recorded some of it, but we have started a new segment, and it is actually called Joe's Spice of the month. It's of the month in the podcast, but we actually, since we just recently changed it to where we're going to go weekly, you're going to hear that back and forth, but it's actually Joe's Spice of the week.
Yes.
Right? Mm-hmm. And the responsibility that you have, if you are a guest, or if you just got to put some shit in the comments, every single podcast, we need you guys to write some more in the comments. Like, tell us, number one, tell us what your goals are for 2023. Write it down there, right? Yes. So let us know what you want to accomplish, right? See
if I can help you push
we can be a fucking community together, working together to get better. But also, let us know what your spice of the week is, right? So to explain what it is, it's actually for you to explain the vibe that hits you in that week, right? And it can be something small, it can be something big, it can be anything that really gave you that internal happiness, or something that gave you that really good ass vibe. That left you with the rest of the week, and you knew everything was going to be cool. Everything was going to be Gucci.
Everything was good.
So why don't you hit it off with that? What's your spice of the
week? I mean, we're talking about, we're going into Christmas. So
yeah,
my spice of the week is simple. I can't wait till the weekend to see all my nephews and nieces.
Yeah.
The smiles on their faces, the simplest things that bring them joy, because it's hard to please adults. Kids are real simple.
That's accurate.
They tell you what they want, and you go get that. That's primarily it. So
That's accurate.
I'm ready to be around the most simplest minds that allow you to feel the most joy.
Damn, that's pretty deep. I almost cried right there.
Yeah. It brings you there.
That's what I'm talking about.
So go in your regard. What's the spice?
Oh shit, I'd have to say, I'm usually a Grinch around Christmas time. Mm-hmm. Because I don't know. It's, to me, I'm a very, I don't know. kind of an asshole when it comes to this, but
It's all right.
I'm always focused on what I got to do, what I got to accomplish,
called
what's the
wasting
next
money.
goal, that type of thing. So I don't really take the time to stop and get out of my own way to really enjoy Christmas. So earlier this week, actually, Avery Ryder coming up to me, super excited. This is where it hit me. This is kind of my vibe. Hit me real good. Kind of learned from an 8 and a 9-year-old as a 34-year-old man. They came up to me and they were yelling, Dad, how many days is it from Christmas? I said, we got about 6 days left until Christmas, right? And they were so excited. They were hitting that vibe. They were so stoked, right? Dancing in the middle of the living room, doing their thing, all super stoked because Santa Claus is coming, right? They got see presents coming under the tree. They see all kinds of shit developing, and they know it's at Christmas time. And honestly, kind of chiseled away at the little stone heart that I have.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Ice
Give
ball
me
for your heart used to be.
give me a little bit of warmth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's about.
It was legit like drinking tequila.
Yeah.
But no tequila.
No
You know what I'm
tequila.
saying?
I'm going to drink to that anyway.
So yeah, I got to say that was probably that one. That was my vibe of the week. Just seeing the joy that my kids had and the excitement. Not necessarily worried about what they're getting for Christmas. Not necessarily worried about just the Christmas spirit that they had and the fucking happiness that they're bringing to the table. Just because it is Christmas time. So that was a dope moment for me.
Yeah, I mean, wait till they open up the gifts.
I know they're gonna shit their pants.
Yes. I mean, I think you got to record it. It's not like they're kids. I mean, not like babies anymore. But these are the things that they're gonna look back on.
That's
the
true.
most.
We interrupt this episode to bring you Joe's Backyard Barbecue, a delicious, amazing, gourmet type backyard barbecue meal with the most amazing service and the most amazing person that you can have at the helm, cooking those amazing ribs, the amazing brisket, and all the wonderful spices and barbecue sauce that you can imagine. So if you're in the Lake Worth, Florida area, make sure you go and see your boy Joe at Joe's Backyard Barbecue. And now back to the episode. With that, I think we covered everything, right?
Yes. You guys got the snippet. You guys got the update. I look forward to having more of these conversations.
Absolutely.
Just you guys with us.
Absolutely.
So from 2 dimes in the token.
Be easy.
Be easy.
2 dimes and a token.
Dear Mary Grossi.